My dear friends, the one question that people are asking me the last few weeks is, Rabbi, Simchas Torah is coming, the day we dance with the Torah and we celebrate. How can we dance? If you remember, a year ago was the day we all got the shocking and terrible news that the death and destruction to the Jewish community was nothing like that since the Holocaust. And now a year later, we go to the synagogue, we dance with the Torah. It's a day of Tisha B'Av, a day of crying. So I want to give you the answer that I got today from a father of a soldier that lost his life fighting Gaza. You see, about a month ago, I received a email from an organization. They said, could your synagogue, your Chabad, join this campaign that we would like to send, if you give a donation, we'd like to send a Torah cover that has a name of one of the people that fell either on October 7th or after October 7th, defending and fighting for the Jewish people. I said, absolutely. I had no idea who's going to be on the Torah cover. And I got it just right before Sukkot a few days ago. Here's the beautiful Torah cover. Let me show you. And at the back side is the name of a soldier, Asav Pinchas Tuval. I didn't know who that soldier was. So I quickly went online, I looked him up, I saw where he came from, I called the Chabad rabbi, they got me in touch with his father, and I called his father today, and I had a long conversation. It was a very emotional conversation. I told him, tell me about your son. 2 questions. Tell me something about your son, and tell me, what could I tell the community why this year, more than any year, they need to go to Shul Simchas Torah to dance. And he told me like that. There's a lot of things I can tell you about my son, but 2 things I'd like to share with you. He shared more, but I'll share with you 2 of them. Number 1, he said, my son actually wasn't supposed to get into the war. He just finished the army, and like 3 months before, and they weren't calling him up. His brothers were called up, and he was very upset. So a month into the war, he begged, and he had to find connections to be able to go into fight. And he said, if my brothers are fighting the front line to save the Jewish nation, to get rid of evil in the world, I have a responsibility to go there. And the father tells me in Hebrew, you know the famous line from John F. Kennedy, ask not what the country could do for you, ask what you could do for your country. That's what Asaf did. He said, it's me sitting back, I'm not looking to sit back, I got to be out there, helping and defending and fighting. And the second thing he told me is that his son had Simchas Torah.A. He was a very happy person, but not only happy for himself, more importantly, happy for other people. Whenever we meet someone and someone asks him, how you doing? He says, forget about how I'm doing, how are you doing? And so many people have told him after his son died how Asaf, from all the friends, was the one who always looked out for people that are going through hardship and lifted them up and really was there for them. So he was a tremendous person that gave so much for himself, to the point he gave the biggest sacrifice for his life. So I tell the father how proud I am that we're going to be dancing Simchas Torah with a Torah cover with his son's name. But then I asked him the question. I said, please tell me, what could I tell our community why this year Simchas Torah, more than any year, we have a responsibility to be in shul to dance? So listen what the father tells me. He says, Rabbi, I want to tell you, the greatest proof that we're going to win, the greatest way to win over our enemies is to continue to dance, and dance more than even before. When we go to the synagogue and we dance with the Torahs, no matter our synagogue, any synagogue all over the world, what are we telling our enemies? What are we telling the people that wanted to cause all this destruction a year ago? You're not going to win. No matter what you've put us through, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue being proud to be Jewish. We're going to be even more dedicated and work even harder to make sure that our Jewish identity is strong and burning. So he said, there's nothing greater you could do for my son Asaf, who paid the ultimate price that he knows that the community, your community, and then Jews all over the world are continuing to dance and being proud to be Jewish. They went into Gaza to fight with guns. We have a responsibility to fight through dancing and our dedication. So my dear friends, this year Simchas Torah, I want to invite you to our community, if you're living here in South Dade, to join us for this holy moment. We're going to dance with the Torah with his name on it at 9700 South Dixie Highway. It's Thursday at 6:30 p.m. And when you're going to dance or go to the shuls wherever you are this year, we have a responsibility. Then we're dancing in our shuls. This gives the strength to the soldiers that are right now fighting the front line. It gives blessings to the hostages to be freed. But as importantly, it makes sure that the people that died on October 7th because they're Jewish, we dancing, we're telling the world, being Jewish doesn't end. Am Yisrael Chai will continue being proud to be Jewish, will continue being dedicated to the Jews, being Jewish, will continue cherishing the Torah. This year, more than ever, let's dance the night away on Simchas Torah and say, Am Yisrael Chai, but more importantly, live as a Jew, as Am Yisrael Chai. Good Yom Tov.